time where we are actually looking at the facility that's been designed to support the practices for several weeks now. And now we actually have the facility that will support the delivery of these new services. So we'll have a very brief ceremony here today to the wonderful refreshments so that it will be informal. And afterwards, after the ceremony is completed, you can have an opportunity to tour the facility if you wish. So thank you for being here and welcome.
Good afternoon. And what a beautiful day to have this ceremony. My name is Juan Soto. I'm the Vice President of Student Development here at Vista Campus. And I want to start off with saying thank you to our Board of Governors for their support, for the district administration, campus administration, for all their support, our Vista colleagues and students for being patient with us while we're going through reconstruction. And I want to thank the student development staff for their commitment and helping make the redesign a reality. The new Student Services Center, the centers are designed to serve and empower students. The centralized Student Services Center model in a holistic, efficient, and seamless manner, allowing students to take advantage of the support available. Students learn self-efficacy as staff teaches them to navigate the college support system for themselves. Students will enable admissions, registration, financial aid, career services, resources, counseling, advising, assessment, and testing. With the Student Services redesign, Pima Community College has created one of the premier student services centers in the nation. And our students will benefit and are very fortunate to have these systems in place at all 6 campuses. So thank you everybody for being here today, and thank everybody that was involved in the process. And at this time, I want to introduce our Desert Vista Student Body President, Mr. Robert Teran.
Mr. President of Student Government, here at Desert Vista.
Robert.
It's nice to see how many people actually showed up and supported us today. It was a very long process to renovate this closet building, but let me tell you this, it was all worth it, trust me. The new Student Service Center would greatly help the students to take advantage of all the support that's available to us, the students. And also, I would like to thank everyone who's involved in making all this possible for us. And now, I'd like to introduce the Board of Governors, Scott Stroh.
Evaluation, helping the college recognize that students wanted a higher level of service. Took that message to heart, making the improvement of student services a key element of our 2008-2011 college plan. The dedication of the Student Services Center is the culmination of a multi-layered effort to improve delivery of services to students. As part of that effort, we consolidated leadership and streamlined processes. We also created an internal online system where employees can answer to hopefully any student question that arises. The purpose of these centers is to provide a seamless and comprehensive approach to services that will greatly enhance the student experience at Pima College. Please join me in acknowledging the hard work and dedication of those college employees involved in making these improvements to student services a reality.
How what we've done with the Student Services redesign fits in perfectly when we talk about the college mission and the college vision. The mission of Pima Community College is to develop our community through learning, and our vision is to provide access to learning without the limits of time, place, or distance. With this redesign, we are in fact achieving these efforts. And I would like to at this time invite Board Member Stewart and Dr. Albrecht to step inside for the ribbon cutting ceremony, and And after we cut the ribbon, you're all welcome for the tour of our new student services area.
So, are there any questions? Somebody should do a count.
Tony's got two cameras.
Video taping.
We're going to do
Video
the count.
taping and
We're going to cut in 3.
okay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey!
We'll put these back down right here. When we have, for example, an admissions office or a registration office, what we have is a student services center that offers all these types of services in one location here. So as you step in, what you're going to see is some signs coming up the roof, and you'll see how beautiful the signs look at the areas where we're working with students. And as we work with students, we actually start having students come into our welcome center here. This is where we do some initial triaging, where we try to find out what it is that the student needs. At that point, we can do several different things. We may take care of and answer the student's question right here at the welcome center, or they might need to go to the student services computers there and get online and do work for themselves, while we have staff that are supporting and walking around and answering any questions or giving any kind of technical advice to help them sort through and navigate through the PIMA system, usually through MyPIMA. And as you know, MyPIMA again is becoming such a major tool for students. And Mr. Stewart mentioned the intranet that we have for employees, which is also a nice part of the student services redesign, because it's services that we have for employees right there that we can respond to students immediately, and it's consistent and it's up to date college-wide. So as students come in, again, they can go to the student services self-service areas, or we may have some activities going on in career services. And this is also where we'll have our university recruiters, when they come on campus to speak to our students, we'll have the activities going on in the career services area. Also, as we do the triaging here to find out what the students' needs are, students may be referred to our staff stations. You'll notice when you walk in the center of this building here, you're going to see some staff stations, and this is where we do advising that may take the 20 minutes to 25 minutes, half-hour type of sessions. Again, it's a triaging, which may happen here, or we may also do some triaging at the self-service stations or at the staff stations. The triaging process never ends. So we find out that a student may need a longer session with an advisor or a counselor. That's basically our 4th step in this 4-step process, where we'll make individual appointments, either for students to meet with staff in their cubicles in the back, or to meet with one of our counselors, or maybe disabled student resources. So those are basically the main steps that we do, with a lot of work in between. I'm just kind of giving you a quick overview, but I would like for you, those of you who haven't actually come through here, to walk through our student services area and ask any questions you might have. Or are there any questions right now? Welcome, coming in please. And thank you very much for participating. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I'm not.
Whatever services they need, good to it, and
Stand behind.
That's pretty much why.
So let's see, we can do it by, I have one for November, Friday the 20th, and what I can do is take the sheriff's department to the...
well, maybe you may need to just somewhere.